Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing my entire Lilo & Stitch merchandise collection. I know this is kind of sudden, but I wanted to share just because a lot of these things have sentimental value to me, and some of these are even semi-rare collector's items. So I just wanted to show y'all what I have. Quick thing I want to mention, everything that I'm going to show in this video are items from before the big rebranding. For those of you who don't know, in early 2021, Disney made a really stupid decision to officially change the name of the franchise from Lilo & Stitch to just Stitch, and that made a lot of people upset, myself included. But anyway, everything I'm showing you in this video is from before that rebranding, and that gives everything here a little bit more sentimental value to me just because it's from, I guess, sort of a bygone era when Disney at least pretended to care about the franchise. Our first item here, and one of my personal favorites, is this t-shirt from Disney's Zazzle page. I will put a link in the description for this shirt, and the neat thing about this shirt is that the design on it actually comes on other items, such as mugs, posters, and the like, so if you would rather have this design on something like that, or yeah, just visit the link and take a look and see what they have. And obviously, the main reason that this is one of my favorite items is that it's one of the few pieces of Lilo & Stitch merchandise sold in the United States that includes other experiments besides Stitch and Angel, and it also has Gantu on it, which is also quite rare, so I really like this shirt. And like I said, I will put a link in the description so y'all can take a look and see if it's something you would like to buy. Next, I just have this simple tank top with a multicolored Stitch design on it. It's nothing really special, but it's comfortable and I like it. It's good for warmer weather or pajamas. I got it at Walmart. I'm not sure if it's available online anywhere right now. It was just kind of an impulse buy, but I really like it. Now, this is a bit of an interesting piece. I can't exactly recall where I got this cup, but I really like the design. And unfortunately, as you can see, there are cracks on the inside. Because, well, I put it in a dishwasher without knowing that it was not dishwasher safe. So now it can't be used anymore because any liquid that I put on the inside will leak out into the... Yeah, you can see right there, there's some kind of gross liquid residue that kind of leaked out. So I can't really use it as a drinking cup anymore, but it is a nice little conversation piece, I guess. And I just really like the design. Next we have a standard Stitch mug. It's kind of big, so I don't use it for drinking all that much, but I like it. I remember that I got this one at a Disney store back when there were actual physical Disney stores still around in malls and such. This here is another personal favorite of mine. It's a collector's mug with concept art on it. That was, there's a bunch of concept art for Stitch from the original first Lilo & Stitch movie, and also some pictures of Angel. I guess they just needed something to fill in the extra space, but I like it because it's got, original Chris Sanders art on it. And and this is another one that I got from a physical Disney store. And as far as I'm aware, it's not available anywhere else, so I'm not sure about the actual rarity of this item, but oops. Okay, I guess I forgot I put something else in there. I just have a little angry Stitch Tsum. I guess I put it in the mug for some reason, but anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure about the actual rarity of this mug, but it has a little bit of sentimental value for me. Moving on, this one was a Christmas gift to me a few years ago. I don't like it that much, but I still have it in my collection just because it was a gift. And yeah, not a fan of... One thing that's always bothered me with a lot of Lilo & Stitch merchandise is that Stitch is almost always very lightly colored, which is bizarre, because he is always some sort of shade of darker blue in animated media. So it's Very strange to me that he's usually quite light in physical merchandise. But anyway, next up we have a little felt Stitch Funko Pop. Very fuzzy, very soft. I believe I got this from GameStop, but I don't quite remember. And this is another example of him being very lightly colored. But I still like this item just because it's fuzzy and it's unique. Moving right along, we have this felt Stitch figure. I don't remember what collection this is from, but I know it was released by Funko. It was a collection of Disney characters with this kind of roundish shape. If you know what specific collection this is from, please let me know. But I just remember that I thought it was interesting, so I got it. Next up, another one of my favorites. We have this Funko Pop of Stitch in his 626 uniform and whatnot, and I like this one not only because it depicts him prior to becoming Stitch, as we know him, but also because it's slightly closer to his actual colors. The main blue is a slightly duller and whatnot, but I really like this piece, even if the markings on the back of his head are absent, and the lighter stripes on his spines are also gone, but I like this one. Next up is another favorite. I know I keep saying that a lot, but genuinely this is one of my favorites. This is the Stitch figure from the Disney Infinity game for the Wii U. I got this figure as part of the starter pack that included the game, this Stitch figure, and also a Merida figure. And if you can see there, yep. So for Disney Infinity, you would just put this figure on the port and you would be able to play as a Stitch within the game. And I really enjoyed playing Disney Infinity. I was playing the toy box version, which is basically just a sandbox. But I no longer play the game because I have no idea where the Wii U went, but I still have this figure. Next up we have something a little bit interesting. This here is a Stitch figure from a set of blind bag collectibles. Unfortunately, this was the only figure from the set that I ever collected. As you can see, it's got the logo, the original logo from before the rebranding. And basically the whole gist of this set of collectibles was you would, buy a bunch of blind bags, hope to collect all of the individuals, and use these little things on the top and bottom and sides to kind of stack them together into one big display. Let's see if we can focus there. Yeah, I quite like this one. So here's another little something that was part of a blind bag set. Was these little, I think they're made of rubber, keychains. And the interesting thing, ignore the pusheen. And the interesting thing about this set of blind bag figures was that the set also included figures of Lilo, Nani, I think maybe there is one of David, and also Gantu, which, again, any official merchandise including Gantu is exceedingly rare. And also anything including the human characters. So I really wanted to collect a bunch of the blind bag figures, but unfortunately I only ever got around to buying this one. So I'm really bummed that I was never able to collect any others, and now that the whole rebranding thing has happened, I doubt I'll ever be able to obtain any of the others, but... So yeah, I'm a little bit bummed out about that, but I'm glad I got this one. Next, I have something that I consider truly incredible. A figurine playset. And, like I said, any official merchandise depicting the human characters is exceedingly rare, and if I recall, this is the only piece in my entire collection that has Lilo in it, because it was really the only piece I could find that had Lilo in it. And so this is also one that I got at a physical Disney store in a mall. Not a little playmat included, but as you can see, I have kept all of these in the box. Number one, just to keep them all together so I don't lose any of them, and number two, I think it gives a little bit more collector's value. Not that I ever intend to sell this. I have no intention of ever giving this thing away. But yeah, I'm really happy that I have this because it's like I said, I really don't know the actual rarity of any of my items, but but you know, regardless of the rarity in the eyes of any collectors, I really like this one, and I intend to keep it for as long as I can. Quick note, I do also have an official Scrump doll, but unfortunately I have no idea where it is at this time. Maybe if I can find it later, I'll post about it somewhere else, but for the time being, I don't know where it is. So I actually forgot that I had this item until I saw it out of the corner of my eye just a minute ago. But here we have a towel. And I do not remember where I got this. But it's very nice. Yeah, I know it's a little bit wrinkled. Well, or a lot wrinkled, but that's because it's well used. But anyway, I really like this towel. And I think after a good ironing, I'll just use it as a decorative piece. Because I consider it a collector's item. Moving on, we've got this little Stitch emoji pillow. And this one was also a gift. But I like it. I haven't, as far as I can remember, I haven't actually used it as an actual pillow. It's been more of a decorative piece so far. But I like it. So really bringing out the big items now, we have this Angel Tsum Tsum holder. And, let me see here. Yeah, if you look on the back, it's actually got her back marking, which is interesting because a lot of Stitch merchandise doesn't have his markings on them, but anyway. As you can see here, she's got little straps in the back for putting little Tsum Tsums. But since I don't really have any besides the one plush Stitch one, I honestly mostly just use this as a pillow. So here we have my other merchandise of Stitch depicting him in his 626 uniform and such. I got this one at a physical Disney store as well. He's got the little I don't know if you can see it because the lighting in here is really weird, but he's got that little mark of authenticity there on the paw. The strange thing about this item is that the areas that are supposed to be darker, like the tips of the spines, the marking on the back of his head, are barely any darker than the main fur color, so that's a little strange. But this is one that I really like just because it was one of the earlier pieces of merchandise that I got when I was first getting into collecting. And I always like items where Stitch is in his 626 mode, just because it's a little bit of a reminder that he wasn't always the cutesy little marketable mascot that that Disney has unfortunately reduced him to. You know, just a reminder of his more diabolical origins. Finally, I think y'all are going to really like this one, is a pair of Stitch paws from the actual official Stitch costume used by Disney parks. You know, in the ones where they have the costumed Stitch that does the greetings and pictures and stuff. And I got these from eBay, I think a couple years ago. I don't remember the exact time or anything, but I don't remember who sold these, so I wouldn't know if they have any others in stock. But, you know, I just kind of came across these by chance, and I grabbed them immediately because I have never heard of anything like this being sold before. They definitely don't sell these at Disney stores. I'm not entirely sure where the seller obtained these. I don't know if they were obtained legally or illegally. All I know is that I was really excited when I saw them. I jumped the gun and bought them, and I'm really proud to have them because I've never heard of any other collectors owning anything even remotely like this. And yes, I can wear them on my hands if I could just get my hand in here. There we go. Yeah, the claws are a little bit floppy, probably because these are, used. But I have a lot of fun playing around with these. They're really neat. They're a really unique collector's piece, and kind of like the figurine set, I really have absolutely zero intention of ever getting rid of these. Like, I don't even care how much you pay me. These are a really special item. Okay, one more item that I completely forgot about until just now is this little posable figurine that I got from Disney Store, and he was part of, if I recall correctly, he was part of a collection of collectors' figures that are posable and have little props. Let me just bring up the props here. He's got his little blaster, and you can put it in his hand. And he's also got a surfboard, and he's got little pegs right here that go into the holes on the bottom of his feet, so you can have him on a surfboard. To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I took any of this out of the package, because it definitely would have had more value in the package. But I guess I was just so excited to mess around with it that I completely forgot about that. But anyway, thank you all for watching. My next video will likely be in 2022. I will catch you all later. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please let me know. Bye-bye.